Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 7 European countries that are nicest to American tourists. Feeling welcomed and accepted in a new country can either make or break your travel experience. Thankfully, the majority of Europe is home to countries that are very friendly and accepting of American tourists. One reason for this is because American tourism in Europe brings local economic benefits. Americans typically dominate the travel industry, particularly in Europe, which received a total of 11.7 million U.S. tourists in 2023, which can produce a positive image of Americans. While many European countries are kind and welcoming towards Americans, some have a rather unfavorable view. According to Pew Research Center's surveys, Europe's view of America has notably been declining since 2017. Whether it's due to political reasons, stark cultural differences, or dislike towards American tourist attitudes while traveling abroad, Europeans' views towards Americans can greatly impact their travel experience. Based on their favorability score, these are the top European countries that are the nicest to American tourists and are guaranteed to make you welcome and at home away from home. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 7 European countries that are nicest to American tourists. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 7 European countries that are nicest to American tourists. Number 7. Greece. Favorability score, 43%. One of the European countries that like Americans, Greece is a very popular travel destination among U.S. citizens. Places like Athens, Mykonos, Crete, and Santorini, the most beautiful island in the world, are top picks among Americans for summer vacations, destination weddings, and honeymoons. Overall, Greeks are very accepting of American tourists and care more about American behavior while they are visiting. If you're looking for safe and friendly places to travel within Greece, places like Thessaloniki, Crete, Zakynthos, Santorini, and Milos are luxurious, beautiful, and the most hospitable. Popular attractions: Acropolis of Athens, Santorini, Temple of Zeus, Meteora. Best time to visit: May, September, October. Average cost to visit, $896 per week. Number 6. Sweden. Favorability score, 45%. While there are stark contrasts between Sweden's and the United States' outlook on health and wellness, food quality, and healthcare, Sweden overall is generally accepting of American tourists. Putting culture and politics aside, the Swedish enjoy interacting with enthusiastic Americans. According to Forbes, however, the Swedish just wish that Americans would stop confusing Sweden with Switzerland. The Scandinavian culture, food, and dramatic landscapes are a big pull for American tourists. From Stockholm's towering spires and quaint market squares to the northern archipelago islands, this nation is filled with stunning natural beauty and charming towns that are steeped in history and culture. Popular attractions: Stockholm City Hall, Lund Cathedral, Öresund Bridge. Best time to visit: May-August. Average cost to visit, $971 per week. Number 5. France. Favorability score, 46%. France is the number 1 most visited country in Europe, and it's not hard to see why. Despite the stereotype that the French are rude and hate foreigners, France as a whole could not be more opposite. The French are very welcoming and hospitable to American tourists. However, it's important for Americans to realize that there is so much more to France than just Paris and that cultural norms throughout France are very different from the US. If you're visiting France for the first time this year, travel outside of Paris for a few days to the beautiful small towns in France and picturesque regions like Normandy, Brittany, or Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur. These regions offer stunning coastlines, the French Alps, fairy tale towns, and historical architecture that is absolutely unmatched. Popular attractions: Eiffel Tower, Mont Saint-Michel, Marseille. Best time to visit: April-June, September-October. Average cost to visit, $1,753 per week. Number 4. United Kingdom. Favorability score, 50%. The United Kingdom also receives millions of American tourists all year round, and their favorability score for Americans is exactly 50%. There is so much history, ancient architecture, and vast countryside to explore in the UK, which is a huge draw for Americans. And luckily, the Brits are very welcoming and friendly to all tourists. However, like the French, The British want American tourists to understand that there is so much more to the UK than just London. Outside of London are gorgeous cities like Oxford, Cambridge, and Bath that are renowned for their medieval structures and old-world feeling. Be sure to pay a visit to Wales and Scotland to experience the vast hills and rolling countryside and to get a taste of their differing cultures and traditions. Popular attractions: Tower Bridge, Westminster Abbey, Stonehenge. Best time to visit: March-June, September-November. Average cost to visit: $1,222 per week. Number 3. Italy. Favorability score: 61%. Known for its deep-rooted culture, delectable cuisine, and the most beautiful coastal towns, Italy is a country that welcomes American tourists with open arms. With a favorability score of 61%, Italy's generous hospitality and warmth towards Americans is leaps and bounds above other European countries. From the Colosseum in Rome to the Mediterranean coast of Sicily, there are so many cities and underrated places to visit in Italy, especially in the summer. One way that Italians love to bond with American tourists is through food. Food plays a huge role in Italy's culture and represents Italians' passion, joy, and the art of slowing down to enjoy life. If you're visiting Italy this year, take the time to understand the importance of Italian culture by signing up for a cooking class or going on a food tour with locals. This is a great way to experience the country and the immense hospitality of the locals. Popular attractions: Amalfi Coast, Duomo di Milano, Trevi Fountain. Best time to visit: April-May, September-October. Average cost to visit: $1,249 per week. Number 2. Hungary. Favorability score: 63%. Hungary is a country located in Central Europe that doesn't get nearly enough travel attention that it deserves. With a relatively high favorability score, Hungary offers genuine hospitality and a unique side to Europe. Visitors can explore the beautiful capital city of Budapest, known for its historic thermal baths, grand castles, and the picturesque Danube River. However, if you want to explore the country's lush, natural landscapes, there are plenty of ways to get off the beaten path in Hungary outside Budapest. Hungary presents plenty of opportunities for hiking, biking, and kayaking, not to mention Hungary's 10 national parks that are home to stunning landscapes. Popular attractions: Buda Castle, Hungarian State Opera, Castle of Eger. Best time to visit: March-May, September-October. Average cost to visit: $857 per week. Number 1. Poland. Favorability score: 73%. Not only is Poland the number 1 European country that is nicest to American tourists, it's also one of the cheapest countries in Europe to visit. With a favorability score of 73%, Poland is renowned for its friendliness and eagerness to welcome American tourists. This landlocked country in Eastern Europe is sprinkled with beautiful and historic cities, national parks, and green, rolling countryside that tugs at your heartstrings. Poland also has an amazing food culture that's always hearty, delicious, and budget-friendly. Whether you're backpacking through Europe on a budget or looking for a unique vacation idea, Poland is the perfect place that's safe and heartwarming for American tourists. Popular attractions: Rheineklonie, Wrocław Market Square, Memorial and Museum Auschwitz-Birkenau. Best time to visit: May-October. Average cost to visit: $450 per week. So, which are your favorite countries among the top 7 European countries that are nicest to American tourists? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite countries among the top 7 European countries that are nicest to American tourists in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.